In this case, we are going to attach the radiator to the motor with all of the coolant hoses, and it's a step that requires a little bit of precision, so you want to make sure that you listen to all the instructions to make sure that you get it right, because it has a lot to do with how it looks aesthetically in the end. So what we're going to start with in this step is we're going to take each one of these tubes and we're going to prep them with the right hose clamps on them. So we'll take the one that goes from the right-hand motor, which has got a larger outside and inside diameter, and we're going to slide over the larger clamp on it and just get that ready, and it'll sit down at the bottom. And then we're going to take the one that goes from the radiator down here, with the right-hand radiator, and we're going to take a channel lock, and we're going to put this over the side to open up your channel locks enough to be able to clamp down on them. And these can be a little bit tricky. I want to open up our channel locks even more. So you're squeezing this so you can get it over, and you want to get it right out of the way so you know that you can use it and get after it. So pull it back like that. And we prep that there. And then on this side we're going to do the same thing. You take this. It over, get it out of the way. You're going to make it so you can fit the barb in and then slide this back over the barb. So you want to get it fully out of the way. And then on this one, we're going to take one more. We'll grab the side that's going to go toward the motor. We're going to put this on it like this and get it out of the way. And then what we'll do is we'll take these and we'll slide one on like that and two on like that and get them down in the middle so that we can use them. And then with this one, we get one on, two on like that, so we just get in the middle. And then what we'll do is we will take our one hose clamp over with the small 1032 and that, and we'll take a second hose clamp over with the tech screw on it, and we'll put our driver into our impact gun. And then if I can get some help, we'll basically take them over and we'll bring in both sets of channel locks, and we'll walk over to the radiator. And we might need some simple green while we're at it. And we get our small wrench, which is the 3/8 size wrench. So we'll bring that. And you've got the driver and the Allen and the simple green. Walk over to the car. Okay. Just right up at the top makes it easy to get to. We've got our channel locks, so they're easy to get to. Place your two tubes within reach, and then we'll basically start going from the radiator in the front back toward the motor, and we'll explain it as we go along. So I'll start on the left side here, hand off my hoses, be held for a little bit, and basically what's going to happen is we'll start in the right-hand radiator side. So like this, right-hand radiator side, and we're going to use a little bit of simple green here, liberally. Don't be afraid. Get it on the outside there, get it on the inside here, and on the outside a little bit. Helps to slide the hose clamp down. And then basically what we're going to do is we'll bring it in here, and we make sure we get it fully over the barb. See, we got it seated nicely down over the barb, and we're just going to leave this clamp here for a little bit. You can feel the barb in there just so that we can get the height set right so we can still go around with it. And you'll note that this is up at the top right here because this will make it the easiest place to reach in and grab it because there will be components all on this side. And I've set it there to begin with. But you can at this point adjust it around since there aren't any components to get it ready for that. Okay, and now we'll go with the next side, which is basically going to be on the left-hand side. We're going to do the same thing. Don't be scared. Right here. Okay. The outside just a little bit. A little bit. Come around here like this. And we'll put a nice bead down on that so that we're ready to go. Remember, key again here is that we're going to be looking to get these tubes roughly in the same place as they come across. So you want to set yourself up for success here by making sure that you're in the right place to get that to happen here, and enough of a bead down on it to make sure that it goes. And we'll set these to be at the same distance forward and back and the same height up and down. And now what we'll do is we'll take our tubes. Right here we get a little bit of simple green on the outside, a little low. Take my next tube here to come in like this. again, I make sure that I get enough of a bead in like that. Slide down like this, and just basically have your build partner over there hold these tubes up so that your clamps don't come off on the end. Get another simple green shot here. Simple green really is your key here to make sure that happens. We'll come in over here and make sure we get that in. You really want to get in a full inch or more to make sure you're in there. Okay, and now I'm going to come around to the other side. 2 remaining tubes being held there. We'll take the straight tube next. And we'll do a simple green on the inside here. And I'll get a shot on the outside, simple green. And I'll get a shot on the outside here and a shot on the outside there. Okay. Basically, I'm going to come in here. And again, with my theory of starting at the back and moving forward, I'll get a nice seat down there. And then I'll come in here. And get a nice seat down there. And to see where we are, just kind of ease it out. And we'll settle all that in just a second. We'll come down over here and get a shot on a water pump and on the inside. And I'll come through again, sticking with our theory of coming from front to back. We'll start here. Then I'll come down. I'll grab our water pump right here. Come down over that barb. And now we're basically set up to begin to manipulate and get these in the right place. And so what you can see is this is going to be defined really by the height of this straight tube coming out over here. And so since we can't move this straight tube and this comes out straight, this side really sets the height. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and put the hose clamp over here, and I'm going to put this around here because it just simply holds it in place so that I can reference everything. You'll want to slide this ring down and this one over here to make sure you get them on the right sides as we eventually close them up. So I'm going to take this here, put it against the side like that. And I'll put my button heads through from the outside. Okay. And then you just want to be gentle with this because any of the ones that strip in here, you're going to end up having a very difficult time cutting off. And the smaller the threads get, like on these 1032s, they can strip pretty easily. So you want to make sure that you're just being real gentle, not too fast when you're putting it in. And since we already have our tube basically front to back in the right place, we know that by tightening this up, we're probably going to be right in the right ballpark. Keep squeezing that down, Mike. Again, doing it nice and slow so that we don't gall up the threads on the nylon lock nut. Almost there. Heat and speed and any metal-to-metal contact can be what gall it up.
Hey, you want to bring it home?
Sure. And so on the last couple of steps, I'm going to use the wrench on this side to be able to tighten it up. May always be tempted to do this with the Allen head, but it's going to be a mistake in the end because it can strip the Allen head, and it's not something you want to do. So you always want to stick with working with the wrench side on the bolt. Okay. Pretty tight about that. Okay. Pull off the Allen head side. And there we go. And now this is basically set our height on this side. What I'm going to go ahead and do, since I know I want this to run straight back and forth, is I'm going to go ahead and set these, making sure that I have my right distances. So for that, I'm